Aloha, it's Mea Ananda, Gentle Feather Institute here on the big island of Hawaii. And it is a sunny day right now. I'm not used to it after all this rain, the craziness of last weekend. We had those big storms, but I am just enjoying a bit of sunshine and hoping where you are, although winter's setting in, you've got a bit of sun as well. So welcome to our series, I Give Myself Permission to Be. December, such a sticky, challenging time for us sitting in grief of any sort, having lost someone, having lost whatever. This pandemic has created such a feeling of heaviness, of sadness, of those of us who have lost, again, not just a person, but perhaps a way of life, perhaps a job. So we all come together in this month of December when nightly we're shown happy commercials of happy people. Yes, I was watching some last night thinking, coming together as a community, to really support ourselves in this, what can be a very challenging time. So every morning we're creating a new mantra, a new focus. Today's focus is, I grant myself permission to grieve. Now, you might think, those of you who have lost someone and are sitting in grief, well, I'm already in grief, so what does that mean? And I'll share with you something that a very wise woman said to me immediately after my husband passed. She said, Maya, you just can't go through in the same motions, the same routines. You really have to create space each and every day, whether in your home, in your garden, but time during the day that you set aside for grief. And now 3 years into my own grief journey, I will share with you, if we don't make that sacred time, if we don't make that sacred space, grief will find you. So some of us busy ourselves and thinking that we can run away from grief, keep ourselves really occupied on tasks. And that only works for so long, because grief will find you, and it comes out of nowhere sometimes, doesn't it? Like when we least expect it, we're feeling so good one day and then boom, something happens. So I have found that creating that sacred time each and every day to just allow whatever's going to come up to come up. And this is actually one of our courses that we'll be offering next year, 2022, is how to create meaningful sacred space for your own grief. So important for the journeying through grief. Remember, we can't jump over it, we can't fast forward it, even though we'd really like to get to the other side. I would say, is there another side? Grief is something we carry with us our entire life. It shifts with us. It becomes one with us, and it's learning how to journey with grief each and every day and every moment. So today, I give myself permission to grieve. Find time during your day in a special spot that you're drawn to, where you can speak to your loved one. Just speak to them like they're still here. I truly believe that all of our loved ones can hear us still. So just sharing that love that you still have in your heart, and allowing that emotion to come. If you've been running fast during the holidays and really pushing that grief away, grant yourself that permission today, whether it be 10 minutes or an hour, to just allow that emotion to surface and to find a voice. Whether you think it or not, it's always within you. So we need to give it avenue to come forward. It needs to speak. So today we grant ourselves permission to grieve. We give ourselves that time, that sacred space to commune with our loved ones, allow our emotions to come forward in any way that they see fit. It's okay. I'm Mea Ananda here at Gentle Feather Institute, wishing you a peaceful day. Aloha.